Okay, so we got a hole. And then we have another hole. But then we have a whole mess of stuff going on over here. A whole mess of stuff. So we dealing with a bunch of holes today, a bunch of things. Specifically those first two holes I showed you. We got a 6th gen, you say? You got a 6th gen chassis with what, a 1st or 2nd gen body? First gen body on it. We're talking about old OJ special Bronco right here. Not necessarily, but that family, yeah. Look at that thing.
So we can move it over. We can move it over to the side right here.
Crazy build. But anyhow, original 1st gen, not a 1st gen issue, not a 1st gen problem, but because we're working with some 6th gen hardware chassis goodies, goodness. There are some allowances and clearancing to be made. That's where today, and our trusty scanner is going to come in. Once again, we got the Einstar VEGA. It's all in one unit. Slap a handle on that bad boy. While she's booting up, let's go throw some dots on there. Try and possibly do some spray, because that is a very shiny surface. There are some changes in there, but I think if we throw some tracking dots, we'll get a much better scan. And if you haven't figured out by now, we want to scan that area and make some plates. We're going to make and design a nice 3D printed plate. We've talked about it before, about riveting it on or doing nut certs. We're going to make it with enough of a lip to do nut certs so we could bolt it in and bolt it off if we ever need to service the struts. Let's get this guy. Let's try in HD mode. We're going to be a little closer to it. Let me block that light. Feature alignment, marker alignment. There's no real texture to it. Resolution looks good. Object. All right. Get this junk out of the way. Now, now I guess we're gonna do fast mode. That wants us way too close to that. So let's switch to fast mode. There you go. Let's go into settings. Yeah, marker alignment, feature alignment, cool. Our distance look good. Too close. Try and keep at least 4 markers in frame. Alright, let me pause it. So that's cool, you can kind of pause it and let me reposition myself. Here, so let me try and get over there.
You could do a splice on that, like a splice.
Oh, we have a skip. Need to get some spray under that lip. Let me redo that. Alright, I can't get under that lip, Subi. I need to get this stuff out of the way.
Say what?
I need to get this stuff out of the way to get under that ledge.
We gotta carefully do that grind on the other side.
This should be much better. I think I have to do this hand free so I could get the scanner down low. Some smudging. There's some smudging. Let me go wipe that. Alright. Yeah, get under that ledge there that time, so that's good. We have the edge there. Oh, hell yeah, that's a great scan. Save that. Sweet. That looks good. Let's cut some extra stuff out.
And they're supposed to. He said they usually, if you buy it from them, they supply it with it. That's good. All right, that's really.
have a new final design. It kind of snowballed and changed up a little bit. I was thinking just go ahead, have something simplistic, uncover the hole in the Bronco. The owner had this built. This is like a little cup holder thing they had just to hide the hole, which really wasn't functional in keeping water, dirt, and grit out. But he liked the functionality of the cup holder and what have you. I was looking at it in terms of a functional engineering part, something we need to patch this hole and close it up. So in saying that he really wanted to get something functional, not just a part, I went ahead and incorporated two designs, designed it from scratch, but moved the cup holder forward so I could get more depth. The phone holder in the back was a little problem, and it's kind of weird looking at it right now. I didn't show you the design aspect of it, but here's the printed part, and it failed a number of times. It failed because this is ABS plastic, and as ABS plastic cools, it curls. So if your guess, as it's cooling and it's printing layer by layer, those layers are going to start curling up like this. Instead of laying flat, it's going to curl. So you need to grab and hold everything down to the print plate. So all these, you'll see all this big gap for the bottom of the phone holder, bottom of the cup holder. But in the design, you see all this extra structure. I had to model in like standoffs to hold everything down to the plate that I could break off after, sacrificial parts. Like this was the standoff for the cup holder, you see there. And I just had to snap it off and print. It complicated it a lot, added a lot of printing time, but if you print this, anything on supports, it'll start curling once again and lift off and crash. Which happened early prints. This is like version 2.5. But now I gotta print the other side, take it over to the Bronco, try it out, and hopefully that would be another practical way of 3D scanning and printing. It's pretty cool.
So we're back at the Bronco, and this is the one I showed you guys that we made before, and this is our concept with the flange to fit on. I did have a failed print, and I tested this side, and it works great, but, you know, it's always something when you do it. Oh, look at that. Look how that fit that groove there, and fit the tunnel groove back here. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's perfect. That's actually perfect. Now the question is, like I was telling you in that last clip, here's the other side with all the supports and everything on there. So we're gonna have to break this off and clean it, because I was telling you, if we don't do these sacrificial parts, it is gonna lift off and the print's gonna fail. You can see here, it was lifting a little bit. Right in that gap right there, it was lifting a little bit, and you can see there was some collision. But it actually completed, and it came out really good. Let's go and break this off and try this side, because this is a mirror. I didn't model this side like I modeled the other side. I mirrored the part and I just manually lined it up, and it lined up well. So there's a chance that this will not work. So here with Sebastian, I'm showing him stuff. So this one's a standoff for supports, right? So that breaks off too. So see like a 1 millimeter in the face to hold it down, and then here will just break off. That way when you're printing in ABS, see it still had some lift off? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then that's there, and then to have the interface here. So I printed like 6 or 7 of this, and it just kept failing until I had to build those platforms. Because just the nature of the stuff. All right, so put in chat now, will my mirrored laziness work? Money. Money, that's so stout. That's in there. Hell yeah. So the barn doesn't have electricity yet. We're running off a generator, so that's why it's so dark. But the front is perfect in there. The mirroring worked. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So there you go. 2 covers built to seal out the elements. And then his bench will sit right here. That's sick. That's sick. A resounding success. The gamble worked. It worked really good. And we have, oh, look at it right there. We have a nice sealed part. Keep the elements out. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Made it so much easier because of 3D scanning. Definitely thank you. Thank you, Shiner 3D, for sponsoring that scanner. And thanks to Drew for letting me actually test this and play around with his very expensive project. This is a play around these nuts. Yeah, so that worked out real well. Drew, come and take a look at this other side. The one, yeah. The one I mirrored. Oh man, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Look at that. Like I say, it's going to seal everything out, but check it out from the bottom. Look at it from the underside. Look how it fills it up so well.
Yeah, just gotta paint it red now on the inside.
Oh man. Cool. Well, I think that's it for this video. That's a success. Tickle Pink, man. That scanner made it so much easier. It fits perfectly. Man. Well, thanks for coming along. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. And you guys just take it easy.